So the big news is that Sergio Ramos has decided to leave Real Madrid after 16 years of service in search of more titles away from Real Madrid, but he vows to return one day. In the past few years, we have seen legends such as Pepe, Keylor Navas, James Rodriguez, Cristiano Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, and now Sergio Ramos leave the club. Iker Casillas. So Real Madrid are in a state of transition, and Ramos at the age of 36, maybe it was time for him to go. But I would have personally liked Ramos to stay there for as long as he wanted. Ramos is still at the top of the game. He's still one of the best centre backs in the game. He gives you so much more than just the defensive ability, his aerial ability, his goals. Who can forget the winning goals in the UEFA Champions League final? His numerous late goals, numerous winners. He scored so many important goals, crucial goals for Real Madrid. He was on set piece duties as well, penalties duties in recent years after Ronaldo's departure. So Ramos is massive, it's immense what he brought to the club. It wasn't just the defensive side of things, it wasn't just the offensive side of things, it was his leadership as well. He was the captain of the club, he motivated the troops, he developed the youngsters, he brought so much to the club, and now he's gone. So whichever club he goes to will be getting a massive player, an absolute asset. Ramos has still got so much to offer. I'm sure he's going to come back to Real Madrid at some time in the future. But for now, his time seems to be up. Moving away from Real Madrid, actually, not moving away from them just yet. Madrid have also received a bid for Rafael Varane from Manchester United, close to 50 million pounds, but they're holding out for close to 80 million pounds for the defender. Ramos and Varane were the first centre back pairing for Madrid for so many years, and now with Ramos leaving, I don't think Madrid can afford to lose Varane as well. And if they do, maybe they'll have to play Alaba at centre back. But Ancelotti has already said that he wants to play David Alaba in the centre of midfield, another place where Madrid need to reinforce. But if they do lose both centre backs, they will need to buy one more centre back for sure. They cannot rely on the youngsters. Maybe if he sees something in the youngsters, but ideally they should get a replacement, and one striker is needed above anything else. Also, Donny van de Beek has offered himself to Barcelona. Donny van de Beek and his team have offered the player to Barcelona because they do not see much of a future for the player at Manchester United. Now, this is again surprising because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has always maintained Van der Beek has a future at Manchester United and he just needs to stick it out. Obviously, the player is at the peak and the prime of his playing career, and sitting on the bench is not serving anybody any good. He was a high-profile signing from United last season, but the position that Van der Beek plays in is being currently occupied by Bruno Fernandes, and there is no way to replace him in the starting lineup. But what Van der Beek offers as a wide player or in the center of midfield, that is something that United have not been able to make use of fully. He can be used in the center pivot along with Fred or McTominay. He can be used on the wide left, or sorry, on the wide right where Greenwood is playing or where Paul Pogba has been playing. So he's the sort of player who's so good technically that you can use him he's like a typical Dutch player. You can use him in the multiple positions. We have seen him play very deep even for his national team, even when he was at Ajax. We have seen him play as a defensive midfielder. We have seen him play as a central midfielder. So Van der Beek offers you a lot of options. But it's surprising that that Manchester United have not yet made use of him fully. Now, the Barcelona move again does not seem likely because Barcelona do not value his defensive skills very highly. The player's agents thought that Van der Beek could be used in place, like when the Jorginho Wijnaldum move did not fall through. They thought that maybe they can use Van der Beek in that mold, as a playmaker, as a deep line playmaker. But Barcelona do not consider him good enough defensively to play that role, which is surprising because, as we've already mentioned, he's so good technically. he offers so much position wise and technically that he can be used alongside probably Frankie De Jong in that 4-2-3-1 formation that Barcelona prefer, in that pivot role, and maybe that could really pay dividends. Now, Sergio Ramos has accused Real Madrid of withdrawing the contract offer, and it remains to be seen where he will go. Like Ramos has said that he always wanted to stay at Real Madrid. He was offered a 2 year. He was offered a 1 year contract, but he wanted a 2 year contract. He was offered a 1 year contract with a salary cut, which he did not accept initially. Then he was ready to accept the offer, but the offer by that time was taken away by the club. Now it remains to be seen which club he goes to. It looks like he won't be going to Sevilla. PSG are the most obvious choice for the player. Manchester United is another option. If he goes to PSG, I think PSG will suddenly become UCL favourites for next season, according to me, in my opinion, if they can hold on to Kylian Mbappe. Manchester United also, if they can get Ramos, then they would be in the reckoning for the EPL title, and they would be in the reckoning for a lot of titles then come next season. That's the ability that Ramos still possesses. In other news, Gennaro Gattuso has left Fiorentina just 23 days after being appointed as head coach. That's a little surprising. Coming back to the Euros, Ukraine is playing Macedonia and they're currently 2-0 up. So it looks like Macedonia will be, well, they were the weakest team in the group stage, and it looks like they'll be heading for a early exit. Italy yesterday sealed their place, became the first team to seal their place in the round of 16 with a clinical 3-0 victory over Switzerland. 2 goals by Locatelli and a goal by Ciro Immobile sealed the fate for the Italian.